Hello, Normans, and welcome back to this week's Norman News. I'm Grace Suomi.
And stay tuned for news on COVID booster shots.
And sports around the school in
15 minutes. This is the Norman News.
We need to do one episode of the update where we go.
Hello, with fall sports ending and to turn over a new leaf into winter sports. Stay tuned for weekly news about our upcoming winter sports: boys and girls basketball, boys and girls soccer, track, girls water polo, and wrestling. We can't wait to see where this new season sports take us. Jacob with health news.
Nearly 100 million people nationwide are immediately eligible to receive COVID booster shots after the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, also known as the CDC, authorized extra doses of Moderna and Johnson & Johnson vaccines on Thursday night. The agency's decision also enables fully immunized people to pair their boosters with doses from different manufacturers, after research showed that it was safe and effective to mix and match vaccines. Some 11.6 million individuals across the country have already received their boosters, and the CDC's approval opened up this to tens of millions of people more. But not everyone is eligible, including older individuals and people with different pre-existing health conditions. Now let's send it to Eden with World.
Thanks, Jacob. 90-year-old William Shatner became the oldest person in history to go into space. The 90-year-old Star Trek actor was aboard Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin rocket. Shatner broke the record previously set by astronaut Wally Funk back in July, who went up to space on the same Blue Origin rocket. The spacecraft lifted off successfully from Blue Origin's launch site in Texas on Wednesday morning. Shatner and everyone on board did get to experience zero gravity and see the view of space above Earth. Shatner and the other 3 passengers on the flight are now back on Earth and had a safe takeoff and landing. Blue Origin says it plans one more passenger flight this year and several more in 2022. For now, Shatner remains the oldest person to ever enter space at more than 90 years old. Now let's send it to more local news with Nora.
Thanks, Eden. There was an attempted robbery on October 19th right in front of Via Loro, which left one person injured. Several people called the police that night and notified them that there had been a shooting on the 300 block of Cannon Drive. The fugitive shot a citizen in the leg while the victim was walking back from Rite Aid. The civilian had gone to their car, a Lamborghini SUV, to put the items away when the suspect came out of his car, a light-colored sedan, and approached him. Several people had thought that the victim and the suspect were friends, but they had realized what had happened when they heard the gunshot. The man started to yell, "I'm shot, I'm shot," then proceeded to walk towards the restaurant to find help. This incident marks the second time in 6 months that gun violence has broken the peace of the city. Let's send it to Rachel with entertainment.
Thanks, Nora. Alec Baldwin killed a crew member and injured another in a tragic accident. The incident occurred on the set of Baldwin's new movie, Rust, in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Investigators wonder how a gun that the actor believed to be safe could have misfired in that way. So far, we know that Baldwin fired the gun during a scene, causing the cinematographer, Halyna Hutchins, to be shot. She was then taken to the hospital where she died. Baldwin has issued his statement to the local police and has been complying with the investigation. So far, there has been no criminal charges filed against him. A warrant has been made to search the set where the shooting occurred, review video footage, and examine the gun that was used. Baldwin believed that the gun was safe to use, as he had been assured by the assistant director. We now know that there were at least 2 accidental firings in the days leading up to the accident. It is still unsure what the gun was loaded with and who had loaded it. Baldwin released a statement on Twitter on Friday that reads, "There are no words to convey my shock and sadness regarding the tragic accident that took the life of Hania Hutchins, a wife, a mother, and deeply admired colleague of ours. More information is to be released in the next few days." Now to Natalie with this week's movie review.
Thanks, Rachel. Following the events of Avengers Endgame, a race of immortal beings called the Eternals have to work together after being separated for thousands of years. Eternals is being released on November 5th, 2021, starring Angelina Jolie, Richard Madden, Salma Hayek, and the return of half of the population causes the Emergence. The Emergence brings their evil counterparts, the Deviants, to Earth. The Eternals need to reunite and fight the evil Deviants.
Five years ago, Thanos erased half of the population of the universe. But the people of this planet brought everyone back with a snap of a finger. The sudden return of the population provided the necessary energy for the emergence to begin.
How long do we have?
7 days.
We're Eternals. We came here 7,000 years ago to protect humans from the Deviants.
Why didn't you guys help fight Thanos? Or any war, or all the other terrible things throughout history?
We were instructed not to interfere in any human conflicts unless Deviants are involved.
By who?
We need to find the others.
I haven't seen some of them for centuries.
Hi.
Hello.
This is what the end of the world looks like. At least we have front row seats.
You know what's never saved the planet? Your sarcasm.
We have loved these people since the day we arrived. When you love something, you protect it.
You can't protect. Any of them.
I bet you've built the perfect safe house. I mean, what's this even made of? Vibranium?
Fall collection. IKEA.
Thanks, Jacob and Grace. The U.S. Health Agency has encouraged food companies to add less salt to their foods in order to make Americans healthier. The agency wants over 12% of sodium to be decreased in food over the next 2.5 years. The average sodium intake for Americans is 3,400 milligrams. With this new suggestion, the agency hopes that the sodium intake will reduce to 3,000 milligrams per day. Right now, this proposal is recommended, but if companies will not enforce it, the agency will have to require it for all companies. Let's send it to Matthew with gaming.
Demon Slayer: The Hinokami Chronicles. This week we'll be reviewing Demon Slayer: The Hinokami Chronicles. The gameplay is the best anime arena game you'll find on the market, with a good combat system with a lack of use for knockdown attacks on the ground. The gameplay, while it can be repetitive, has its issues, is still very fun. The story takes you through the plot of the anime up to this point really well. The game is best experienced with friends, as there will always be interesting banter in each match, making the conversation half the fun. The boss fights are on the spectrum of mid to really, really good. The graphics are so well done it feels like you're controlling the anime itself. The music is also from the anime and movie, with Akaza's fight theme being a personal favorite. I'd give this game a 7.5 out of 10. The game does get my recommendation, but you will have to keep in mind that games in this style do have a large amount of flaws. Now let's send it to Natasha with the weather.
Thanks, Matthew, and hello, Normans, and welcome back to this week's weather forecast for the week of October 25th, 2021. This week in Los Angeles, we will experience sunny skies with some rain. We'll be in the high 60s to high 70s throughout the week. Today, there's an 87% chance of rain with a high of 63 and a low of 52. Tuesday, we'll be back to sunny conditions with a high of 66. Wednesday, temperatures will increase to 73 degrees. Thursday, we will see sunny skies with a high of 76 and a low of 57 degrees. Finally, on Friday, we will be in the mid-70s. Thank you for watching this week's weather forecast. I'm Natasha Jadidolahi, and have a great week. Let's send it back to the desk.
Thanks, Natasha, and thank you for tuning in to this week's Norman News. I'm Grace Subomi.
And I'm Jacob Getty, and we will see you all next week.